Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We're going to be going through the frequently asked questions of the upcoming update that is planned for April 1st. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's coming. All right, everyone, so I'm in the dev build here. So if you navigate to your current news section that you can see right now, you will see there's a Q&A that they answered a bunch of your questions. And I'll kind of start here, kind of go through them, and plus I'll bring them up from the dev build so you can kind of see them in action. And you can see here the Gold Pass can be purchased for $4.99, so it's not necessarily a subscription, but you will be purchasing it each season if you want to get that. And it will start on the first of the month, as they mentioned as well. So right here, if I navigate to my thing, since I reset it, you can see the season ends in 3 days, and that's because the end of the month is pretty much in 3 days. So not necessarily it's gonna, when you saw it was originally was like 7 days or 6 days, but it was because that's how long till the end of the month. So this is gonna be monthly. It starts on the first of every month, and then you'll see from there is when you can get the Gold Pass, right? And so you can pretty much buy it anytime you want in the month, and from that point on, will be effective till the end of the month. So it's not like it'll last for 30 days from that point. It'll just be from that point to the end. So if you buy it the first, you'll get the Gold Pass from the whole month. If you buy it, let's say the 27th, you'll get it from the 27th to the end of the month. So it's kind of maybe a couple days. So you definitely want to get it if you're going to get it and take full advantage of it. But I'm also going to go through an example of, well, what if you want to buy it at the very end if that's when you unlock the kind of all the rewards. I'll walk through that scenario as well. So then also can you buy it in a kind of like a group, like a 3-month of gold passes, a 6-month pass? Currently there's no option to buy that. You have to buy it at least once a month if you want to get it. It lasts for 30 days. The seasons last for 30 days. It's the first of the month. What do I miss out if I stay on the silver rewards road? Your gameplay will be completely unchanged. You will get the silver tier. You just won't get the gold tier that is included with the hero skin at the gold tier. And then it says, how do I get the gold tier, or how do I get the hero skins? You have to get the gold tier pass right there. Are hero skins permanent? Yes. Once you unlock the hero skin and you get the gold pass, you keep it forever. Let's say you don't get the gold pass for the next month, you still keep that one hero skin you did get. Are more hero skins coming out? Yes, every season. There's going to be ones for the Archer Queen and then also the Grand Warden. So the Grand Warden will go through another kind of the physical change that you saw, the 3D change. And as you can see, why is the Barbarian King and Archer Queen model look different now? It's because in order to have skins, they had to change to the 3D models. So that is the reason. And then it says, if I don't have the Archer Queen or Grand Warden unlocked, will I still be able to receive the new hero skins? And the answer to that is yes. Any skins you unlock are permanently yours and will be waiting for you when you unlock the hero. So that is really interesting. So you could be a lower Town Hall, not even have any of the heroes, and you can still unlock them when you're a Town Hall 8. You don't even have any heroes at all. So keep that in mind. Because they'll be waiting for you when you do unlock the heroes later down the road. So that's really cool. I didn't know that. How long do I have to collect the rewards from either the silver tier or gold tier? You can collect any of the rewards you've unlocked at any point until the end of the season. So make sure you collect them before the season ends. So keep that in mind. And then it goes to the season bank here. The season bank is a mechanic that resembles piggy bank and magically fills as you gain loot from multiplayer battles. Every time you raid a village, it goes into that. I'll show you an example. And then players in the free silver tier will have access to the season bank. Gold pass holders have a chance to unlock more capacity, so they'll be able to unlock a larger season bank. And then how do I receive resources? Essentially, they are going to go to your resources at the end of the season, and they will overfill your resources. So it says right here, what happens if my resources storage are already full when the season bank empties out? It will overflow the resources beyond the maximum. Keep in mind, if your storage is maxed capacity, you won't be able to collect resources from your collectors until you're back under the max again. So it'll push you over, but you won't be able to get any from your collectors or anything else. But you will go over the max. So that's pretty cool. That's nice. If I unlock the research boost with the gold pass, does this speed up the upgrades already in progress? It says yes. If you unlock the research boost in the season challenge, it applies to both upgrades already in progress. and the upgrades you start after you unlock the boost. However, due to the timer functions, it won't show the correct discount time until you close and reopen it. So you got to keep in mind you got to reopen it. So that's really interesting, right? And so I also have the cannon and the archer tower here. That is because they are going through a little bit of a more of a physical change, because you guys saw, okay, you'll have level 17s for both the archer tower and cannon, but they didn't really look that different. Well, now they will look different right here. They have that little gold trim, right? So 12 days, 12 million gold right there. But I'll show you an example of what I mean, how this is going to start to go down once you start unlocking those boosts, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So I'm going to jump in here. This is the gold pass, or not the gold pass, the silver pass. And then I'll start unlocking here so you guys can see a little bit more in depth of what I'm talking about. And then I'll also do it to where I'll fill up all these rewards, right? And then we can collect the bottom ones, but we don't have the gold pass, and then we unlock the gold pass, and then you'll see that we can still get that all, right? So let me go ahead and instead of me like filling out challenges, let me start to fill it up here, and then you guys will see what I'm talking about. All right, so what I did was I filled up my season challenges here, and I'll go to the rewards, and it's all filled up here, but it's not the gold pass. I just have the silver one, and you can see I can't claim any of the top section. I can only claim the bottom. It is filling up here, but then you're going to be wondering, all right, Carbon, well, I filled up everything here. Do I still have the option of collecting this if I would just want to purchase the gold pass? Well, let's go ahead and take a look after. You can see I can't collect it yet, but let's upgrade to the gold pass. Let's say it's the last few days, like 3 days left in the season, just like this, and we'll go take a look. All right, so I went ahead and gave myself the gold pass, and now we can check to see if we can actually claim the gladiator skin and everything on the gold layer. And yes, you can. I can claim it, so let me click on the gladiator skin right there, and then I can add it to the barbarian, and this will always be with him, so that's pretty cool. But also, you're like, Carbon, what about if I have full magic items? Can I collect any of those rewards if I'm like maxed out of those? Well, let's go ahead and take a look. We'll go to the rewards. Let's say the Book of Heroes down here. Unfortunately, no, you cannot. Can I collect it from the gold layer up here? And no, you cannot. You can't collect it from either layer if you are currently full. You can sell it for the gems, but you can't collect it, unfortunately. That is something that's a limitation, but you can go over your max, which you can see here, the 12 million. You can go over the max. So if you have like 25 million or something in your piggy bank, that could go above that. You can have about 37 million right there. So that's pretty cool that you can go over the max for storages for that, but you can't go over the max of the magic items, unfortunately. All right, so here's another scenario. I gave myself the gold pass, and what happens if I don't necessarily want to complete the challenges daily and I just want to, let's say, use some gems to complete them? Well, you can spend up to 3,000 gems all the way through here. It's 100 each level, and it doesn't increase. It looks like it stays 100. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to stay like this once the actual update comes, but it looks like if you can upgrade each level here for 100 gems, which would be 3,000 gems, because there are 30 levels to this, and you can unlock if you want to do it manually like this, you don't have to wait of actually completing challenges, and you can literally finish it whenever you like, or really quickly technically, and just like that you can unlock each one. But you have to have the gold pass in order to do the 100 gems, or you can do what I showed just before. You can complete it all, then get the gold pass if you know for sure you finally actually completed all the tiers. All right, so now let's go ahead and take a look at the upgrade here for the Archer Tower. So you can take a look at the Archer Tower. It costs 12 million, and there is the new look. It's got the gold trim on it, so that is pretty cool. But what happens if I collect, let's say, the boosting for for your defenses, right? So let's go into here, go to the rewards. I'll go to the very first one here, the 10% builder boost. So it was what, 12 million? And now it's only 10,800,000, and it goes down to 10 days and 19 hours. We'll go to the next one, which is the 15%, and we'll scroll to that one, which should be right about, let's see, 15% is right there, and it should go down even more to 10,200,000 in 10 days, 4 hours. And then the final one, 20% right here, is 9 days, 14 hours, and 9,600,000, and then you can technically upgrade it like that. And then that also affects the cannon as well. Like I can upgrade that going through 9 days and 14 hours. So that is pretty cool. And then we'll obviously finish it off. And I'll do another test to see about it in the middle of an upgrade, how that will look like and see how that's affected. But you can see that new gold trim right there. All right, so let's go ahead and actually upgrade it this time because I reset the pass again. So I'll go ahead and upgrade the Archer Tower here. So it says it's going to take 12 days, right? So it's currently upgrading. So now what should I do is let's go into here and grab the first one, the 10%. Let's go ahead and do this. And I go ahead and claim the 10%. You can see, bam, it automatically finished that first day and it filled it up. So what I have to do is I have to close it out and reopen it so that it shows the correct time. All right, so now you can see right here is the actual different upgrade looks. You can see right here is the level 16, and then if you upgrade it to level 17, you now get that gold trim that is right here for level 17 cannon and level 17 archer tower. And then here are the double archer tower and the double cannon. I can go ahead and switch here and you can still take a look. I think the new kind of skin, the added gold trim, is a really nice and really cool feature. I really like it. Let me know what your guys' thoughts. I can go ahead and upgrade this to max, and I'll go ahead and do that. So now it is maxed out right there at level 17 for each. That's pretty cool. Now we can take a look at a full village and see what it looks like. Let's go ahead and switch over to, let's say, something like this. Set as my active village, and then there we go. Here's the active village with all of the defenses maxed out. You have the level 17 archer towers in here, the level 17 cannon as well. So that's pretty cool. I think the added change to this is really nice. Now let's go ahead and do some testing with these, let's say, I think some of the troops. All right, so now let's go ahead and do a little test here. I put some witches and some goblins, 3 witches in the CC. Let's see how long it takes to get through this CC without using a rage spell or anything. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the queen here and drop the healers on her. Let's say you're doing a little bit of a queen walk and see how long it takes. So you have the max witches coming out of this CC, and what happens if you don't actually have any poison spell? Well, look at that. The queen goes down really quickly with the 5 healers without a rage. So let's go ahead and add a rage to this composition and try this again. All right, so I added some rages. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's drop the queen again with the healers right here, and we'll go ahead and drop a rage right there with no poison to see if we can keep that queen up and get through those 3 witches. And let's see. So she's under the rage right there. Those witches in the skellies are very overwhelming for the queen. Look at that. I can't keep her up with the rage. I'm going to have to burn her ability. Those witches and the skellies are crazy. She has no way of getting through it. There are just too many skellies on her. So are we going to start to see 3 witch CCs in this? I don't know. Let's go ahead and put in like an ice golem. And this is without using a poison spell, right? So obviously you need to bring a poison spell if you see some witches, because those witches can be very strong, it looks like, in that CC. All right, so now let's go ahead and try again. I got the same composition, but this time I'm going to go ahead and drop a poison spell on these witches. This shouldn't be too big of a problem, I believe. Now the poison spell are killing the skellies, taking out the witches, no problem. So look at the difference right there. With 1 poison spell, that is why you pretty much definitely need a poison spell. With those witches, if somehow they are not in that poison spell, it's going to be pretty hard to take out. All right, so now I have an ice golem in this CC. I've got my healers dropped. Let's go ahead and drop the poison right there. There's 2 witches, ice golem and an archer in this one. So let's see how long it takes her to get through this. There's the ice golem. She's kind of slowed down on it. She's going to get frozen. Healers are going to get frozen, but that poison spell through the witch helps her get through it. So you definitely want that poison spell because those witches, again, can be very, very strong. All right, so for the final attack here in the video, we're going to go with an Electron. We got 2 witches, a dragon, and 6 archers in the CC. I'm going to go ahead and drop a queen up here on this air defense to pick it off. And then so as the blimp flies across into the queen, since there's no real sweeper kind of protecting the queen, it is vulnerable to an Electron in this base. And then we'll drop the king down south, 1 to kind of clear this section down here, and then also to create a little bit of a, not a funnel, but a funnel for the balloons, but to pull the witch and the skellies further down. The witch itself won't go down its south, but the skellies will. So let's go ahead and drop the balloons. Let's drop some minions to hopefully get some percent. And then this is where we got to drop the double clone rage and then the the poison spell right here on the CC. So the dragon will go down. So you see the skellies run immediately right down to the king, so they will stay out of range of the E-Drag there. The E-Drag, down goes the actual eagle as well, so got quite a bit of value off that electron. Got the eagle down. Look at that. Through the poison, was able to kill the archers, the witch, and all of that, and even the middle CC. So now let's go and fly our way in. No eagle to worry about here. So the actual poison made a big difference. So move our way through there. Drop the next hound right there. So that will target it. And we can drop the final one down south here as we're going to make our way across the base. So let's see if we can have, we'll freeze the town hall and the multi. It can just barely reach over that area. So that's looking good. Get some minions down. And then we'll pop the warn ability right about now through all that. And that's looking good. And then we'll go ahead and drop some balloons on the wizard tower. Go ahead and haste these guys up into the multi. The whiz tower hopefully should go down. There it is. And drop the final one into the remaining air defense right there. We got tons of balloons up. And let's see, we'll go ahead and drop a minion right there. We'll have to drop another one here. And some cleanups down here since the balloons are going to finish up top. So that Electrum got a ton of value. Even though there is a dragon, it's just you... I would suggest to take 2 clones if you want to get at least have a shot at getting that eagle down. And if that eagle goes down, it's pretty much GG if you get the pathing properly set for these balloons going around the base. You can see how many balloons left. But that is an interesting distance right there. You can freeze the town hall and that inferno right there. As long as you drop it closer to the town hall, it can still reach the inferno. If you drop it a little too close to the inferno tower, it won't grab the town hall, and that could be a big problem. And so that's going to wrap up today's video of kind of the Q&A with the update that they did post and actually walking you through some examples. And then a final attack there with a double witch dragon CC, which I think could be the most deadly CC combination for the Electron that is flying into a base. A double ice golem baby dragon is a lot easier to make it through, but a double witch dragon especially is the worst because the dragon, it has so much HP, it can be a problem. But as you saw there, I was able to get through, especially with that poison, to take down the archers. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys go and hit the like button and subscribe down below for the daily content, and let me know, are you guys excited for the update, which is supposed to drop, they said, on April 1st. That's not a prank, it's not a joke, but they did say April 1st, so I'm excited for that. That is Monday. Coming very soon. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I hope to see you guys next time. Carbonfin signing out. Peace.